Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday if you're watching this when it's posted. This is a timeless message, so keep that in mind. But this message that came out is definitely very specific. It's probably not for everyone. It's probably for a small percentage of the collective. So only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if none of it resonates, don't try to make it fit. There are people in your energy, and I felt this so strong when the cards were coming out. There are people in your energy that are really trying to test you. That's the word that kept coming as these cards were coming out. Because I said, what are these memories that just keep revolving around this energy? Like it seems like it's really heavy. And there are people in your life that are really trying to put a wedge so that they take you off course. That was coming very strongly because I asked Spirit, like, what is going on specifically in this reading when it comes to this betrayal of trust? Because that felt really heavy when it came out. And it felt like for the collective, and again, this isn't for everybody, but for some of you, you have this anger deep inside of you. Like, why do they keep trying to test me? And it was like kept coming up. Like, there are people in your life that just can't be happy for you. They're just constantly just trying to put some type of wedge in your life and trying to cause chaos. And it looks like they're trying to control your life, control your narrative. And it's like a tug of war. I kept seeing like two people on holding a rope on each end, and they just keep pulling back and forth, and nobody feels like they're winning. It's like this constant tug and pull. And what came really clearly is that you may need to just let go of the rope and let them fall. Like, I mean, it was so clear when this message came out that battling it out is not always worth it. And I'm just seeing this constant pull that's happening on both ends. No, I want to do it this way. And somebody's like, but if you do it this way, it's going to turn out like this. They're almost trying to change your course of action, trying to derail you, take you on another path that you don't want to go on. And it's this constant struggle between energies. It's this constant struggle between somebody wanting to manipulate your narrative and you wanting to go a different direction. And because the direction you want to go in doesn't fit in the box that they're happy keeping you in, it's causing these massive conflicts. And so you may feel this energy in the next day, tomorrow. Be prepared for that. If you find yourself in that energy, just be prepared to take a step back, take a deep breath, and not be reactive. Because again, like I always say, oftentimes when these types of conflicts happen in your energy, they're just trying to get you reactive. They know you so well that they know how to push your buttons. That's just what it comes down to, right? They know how to push your buttons. They know how to trigger you. They know how to get a reaction out of you. So you got to not feed into that, because God is on your side. God is there helping you out, listening to your prayers and trying to keep you on the right path. So if you find yourself in that energy the next day, just really slow yourself down. Just because someone is pushing your buttons does not mean that you need to react, because you have an amazing plan ahead of you. You know what you want to do. You have it clear in your mind. These types of things, you got to treat them like they're a test. These types of situations, when this type of energy enters your space, treat it like a test. Realize how strong and resilient and courageous you are, because going up against people who spent their life molding you into a particular form, knowing that they can push certain buttons and get certain types of reactions out of you, is just what fuels them and their agenda. It just gives them power. And here's the thing, the power struggle ends here. You hold the power in your life. You don't need to feed into their arguments. You don't need to feed into their agenda, because there are things happening in your life that you absolutely are seeing, like synchronicities, right? Maybe you're listening to certain songs and you're really paying attention to the words and they're really resonating with you in that day and what's happening. You're seeing frequent numbers. You're seeing patterns of things that you've never noticed before. There are a lot of things happening for you spiritually that the angels and spirit are sending you messages. They're saying, look, don't divert. Do not allow these people and their energy to pull you off. Because like I made in that video, the Leviathan, like the the people who try to like manipulate the energy around you, they're trying to Leviathan, yeah, they're trying to divert your energy into a different area that makes them comfortable. So don't let yourself get baited into that type of an argument. Don't let yourself get pulled off course, because if you stick to what you have planned for your own life, it is going to be complete smooth sailing for you. Yes, there are going to be people who are uncomfortable. There are going to be people who don't like what you're doing and the choices that you're making. That doesn't mean it's wrong. They don't get to determine what you choose to do in your life. So if you find this energy in the next day, approach it accordingly. This way, and again, this isn't for everybody. This feels very specific. This feels like it's for a select group of people. If you find yourself in this type of an energy the next day, just know that you have the higher plan. God is backing you up. You are able to move forward smoothly with what it is that you're planning to do because it's right for your life. It's not about other people. Tomorrow's energy and every day's energy, frankly, is about what gives you contentment and purpose in your life. The vision that you have for your life is what's going to give you the absolute mission and purpose that you have been looking for. It's going to make your heart feel whole, your soul feel pure, and you're going to exude this unconditional love to the universe that is so much needed through that purpose that you are being driven towards in your life. Because this is what you've always wanted to do. You've always wanted to fulfill this. So don't let anybody take you off course. So if you find this energy the next day, just be sure to be very aware of what is going on in your life, in your day. So we want to look at the neuro linguistics that came out. So we actually had two two that came out, and the first one was cognitive distortion. Unhelpful patterns of thought may be distorting your reality. And a lot of times this distortion just comes from people in your life just trying to throw you off course. And by challenging the cognitive distortion, such as all or nothing thinking or catastrophizing, you can bring clarity and harmony to your mind. It is really important that you keep a very clear mind of what your thoughts are and what your purpose are and what you want in your life. Don't let anybody else kind of muddy your mind. I often say muddy your mind because that's how I feel it is. I feel like there's people that come in your life and try to muddy your mind. And the next one we got was breath to mastery, breathe to mastery. Sorry, I said breath, breathe. Um, before your mind can reset, your body must feel safe. That is really important. Do whatever it is that you need to do to make your body safe. Regulate breathing immediately. Regulated breathing immediately signals your nervous system that you're not in danger. Even if your thoughts are spiraling, this card encourages you to use your breath as a switchboard for your emotional state. You know, I read something recently about the military, about how they teach them like these different breathing techniques to calm them in situations that are high stress, high pressure situations. I mean, naturally, when people are in war, it can be extremely, extremely stressful. And I took a lot away from that. So look at different techniques of breathing. I do a lot of breath work stuff during the day, and it really helps calm my nervous system and helps me um, be able to let my body feel safe. That is so important. So, again, if you find yourself in that energy the next day, these are really important things to implement to help keep you stable. Take a moment and breathe. And then we have the angel numbers, which two of them came flying out. First one was 682 bravery. You are supported to be you. And that is what's so important, to be authentically yourself. Your angels reveal their affirmation that it takes courage to live life differently. Absolutely. Like what I was saying in this energy, you having to battle everybody who's trying to manipulate your narrative, trying to control how you live your life. It takes an immense amount of courage to overcome those things and to battle that all the time. Because this battle is never over, right? It's a daily thing, a weekly thing. And the more you shift your life, the more the battles get stronger because people just feel very uncomfortable when you're living in your authentic self. They fill you with their support to live life bravely as you authentically are. Oh, this is beautiful. Make a mental list today of the places you have feared being yourself. Think of the small ways to confront one of these fears now. It takes so much bravery to do what you're doing. It takes so much bravery to stand up for what you believe your life needs to represent. You spent your entire life people pleasing, making people comfortable. It's not happening anymore. Now it's about you. It's about you being authentically yourself and not allowing other people to control your narrative. And then the next number we got was 255, new choices. You are making new choices in your life. You are making changes, and they are the indicators. Changes are coming, and you will bring new decisions for you. They will bring new decisions for you to make. And each change that you make, you're going to be making new decisions. Absolutely. Your angels encourage you to greet those changes as assurance that your intentions are coming to be. Reflect on a negative emotion or worry that you've been ruminating on lately. Take time to visualize it withering into the universe and let it go. I'm a Reiki practitioner and I do a cleansing of my chakras, and I use Reiki to do this. And it really does help when you visually release into the universe those things that are worries and concerns and stressors. So using breathing, using a release in some way the next day, if you find yourself in this energy, will be really important because you need to continue to make these changes in your life. Keep evolving, keep growing, keep forging forward with what it is that gives you purpose and gives you the feeling of being clearly and purely your authentic self, because you are a beautiful person and you are so needed in this world to help others along the way as well. And then we got the word, and I love this. I love it. Humor, because we need this. This is so serious, right? We need some humor. And that is really important. However that looks for you, try to add some humor because please sit and hear me out. Let me show you. Entertain the idea for just one moment. Laugh it off. Just laugh it off. Look, when somebody is trying to bait you and push your buttons and everything, try to find a humor in it. Just look at them and just realize that they just don't realize how silly it is, how they're acting, how they're behaving. It's actually very childish, right? It is not that serious. It really isn't that serious. You can find the humor in the worst situations. It's like when you look at a comedian, how really good comedians can take really tragic situations, horrible situations, and find the humor in it. There is something really important about looking at a situation and realizing it's not that serious, that people actually are amplifying it more than it should be. You could just enjoy yourself and try to have a good time. Absolutely. Life is too short. Have a belly busting laugh, a roar of applause. You sure, you know how to please a crowd. I think you could turn this into a joke if you saw it from the right angle. Absolutely. Maybe that is what everyone needs right now. Isn't that the truth? We need more laughter in the world. We need more humor. So maybe flip it around because it's fleeting and temporary. You may find yourself suddenly overtaken by a particular feeling, and I assure you, it is probably because you are so steeped in your surroundings. Find the humor in it. Before you commit to something bigger, ask yourself if this will be the same tomorrow. What you do today, how you react today could change tomorrow. Don't feed in to what they are doing or what they are saying around you that does not resonate with you. Don't feed into it, because tomorrow is a different day. In preparation for tomorrow, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Is there something that would make you smile right now? When you're in the throes of it and just feeling impacted and triggered, think about that. Is there something in that very moment that would make you smile? Maybe you have a pet that you absolutely love, your cat, your dog, your frog, your turtle, whatever it is, your kids, your nephews, your nieces, your friends, things that make you smile. Maybe a concert you went to, a show you went to, an event you went to, a walk in the woods, whatever it is in that moment. Just close your eyes for a second and think of that. What would make you smile right now? And ask yourself, is it really that serious? Like, really think about what they're saying to you. Is it really that serious? Like, why are they making it such an enormous deal? And what state of mind are you in at the present moment? Think about that. Where do you want your mindset to be? Really think about how you want to shift that. And humor will really help you out in the next day in shifting that mindset. Find something that brings a smile to your face. All right, everyone, enough said. I wish you guys luck on the next day and blessings.